what do you think of the results tonight?
I think this is probably one of the most informed and prepared votes that the community has ever had on fluoridation, and it's a record turnout. So even though it's a close vote, I think it speaks loudly to the wishes of the public. We had a very close vote in 1981-82. We've had fluoridated water in Waterloo for 28 years now. So I think the voters tonight who have made their voice known are very happy to expect 28 years of fluoride-free water.
Okay, Dr. Hoediono, what do you think of the results?
Well, the Ontario Dental Association and I, as a local dentist and father, were disappointed in the vote. We had hoped that the message about science, about looking after our oral health and our overall health would resonate with the public.
When you hear the comment, though, that there's little evidence that it's useful, what do you say to that?
Well, there are over 90 national and international health organizations, including a recent letter by the president of the Ontario Medical Association supporting fluoridated water. The science is overwhelming in favor of the safety and effectiveness of fluoridating our water.
Let me bring in David Dougherty here. The fact that people in Waterloo said no to it, what does that tell you?
Well, I think with all due respect to Robert, while there was a strong turnout, the vote were so close, it's very difficult to say that there's an overwhelming desire for fluoridation or against fluoridation at the moment. I dare say this may be like one of those areas in Ontario that are dry, and every 4 or every 10 years you get a referendum question on a local ballot. And so I wonder whether the Dental Association or the pro-fluoride people will be gearing up again for a fight 4 or 8 years down the road to put this back in the ballot. I realize it's early days yet, but there's hardly a strong mandate against fluoridation or in favor of it right now.
Do you think that the public were well informed on this, though?
Well, we did our best within our means to educate the public as best as possible. We'll continue to do that with education and sound science whenever we're asked.
What does it mean to you that this went down tonight?
It means, I think, that for the longest time we've taken fluoride and its great benefits for granted, and I think it's time we started to educate and re-educate the public about the very important issue of not only our oral health, but how it relates to our overall health.
Okay, how soon before this happens then? I'll ask you that, Rob.
Well, I think it should have happened during the 4 years we were asking for science, and I think the answer is that endorsements don't win elections, science will. So I think when the public has a science put at their feet, and we can actually read it for ourselves, and we don't have this paternal, we know best approach by the people who are promoting fluoridation, I think we'll be able to make even a more informed decision. And it's really quite sad, actually, that after 4 years of asking in writing, and councillors asking as well, that the science wasn't brought forward. We merely heard a list of endorsers.
I thank you both very much for chatting with us today. We're going to go back now to Kyle Christie with some more election results. Kyle?